What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for PENN National Gaming with the ticker symbol PENN. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So it looks like the price is inside of a downtrend. You can see previously that it was a spike down. You can see that this is a more aggressive channel working lower. You can see that most of these price bars are inside of it. If I just drag this down and adjust it to fit the price action a little tighter. So this looks like the channel that was working lower. Let's go ahead and make it orange. So this was the downtrend channel working lower. We had a little breakout side right here, which led to a new low, and then from there we were just moving sideways, but now there's some downward bias to this. So if I put a channel on here, let's go ahead and throw a yellow channel right here. So you can see this yellow channel working lower also fits the price action pretty good too. So that's why I'm saying there's a little downward bias to this, and you can especially see that the EMA is kind of pointing down, and most of the price bars are below it. So that's why we're inside of a downtrend. So I think there's lower prices ahead for this company. But if we take a look at the near-term price action or the more recent one, you can see that we are pulling back, and looks like PENN is still inside of this slight little uptrend correction that it's currently doing. And I'll go and make it blue. So we did get rejected from the upper side of this channel. So we could come back down to fill in the gap that it created. Maybe get a bounce from the EMA to continue higher. Even if we do get a break outside of this blue channel, I think there's a probability and a high possibility to retest the previous high and maybe enter the $53, $54 level. You can see that we had a leg up right here, and then a pullback, and then we had another leg up because the market moves in twos. And right where this measure move ends, we went a little past it, but it's pretty accurate. And then we had a pullback again, but then we made another leg up. So it looks like there's three legs. But if I combine the first two, I think this will just be one leg. And we had a pullback, and now we're in the formation of the second leg. And if I just drag this up, I think a high possible target for PENN to reach is right at the $56, $57 level, especially since you can see that there is some resistance right here at this $53 level. I think this is where PENN wants to come back to test, especially since we have this blue channel working higher. I think there's a high probability to maybe stop out all the shorts over here and then reach this target up here. It also does make sense because that's where the yellow channel is and the measured move. So I think this correction is going to continue higher as long as we stay above the EMA. I think we're going to continue higher. Is this going to be a bottom for PENN at this $37 level and turning to a reversal? Well, that's a possibility, but it's just a little too early to tell. You can see that this yellow channel is a major pattern, and we're still inside of it. So unless PENN shows a lot of bullish action, we might just be still inside this yellow channel. And you can see that we did have a breakout side of this yellow channel right here, which does show signs of weakness, and we did have a move to new low. So this could lead to a reversal. However, I'm a little lenient or not that strong of a believer in that because it's such a small breakout side that it could just be a misdrawn channel. So we could be just in something like this, because this also fits the price action pretty good too. Let me go ahead and put that back. I believe it was right here. Let me go ahead and make this a little flatter. You can see that when I include those two little price bars inside the channel, this also fits the price action pretty good, and it tells the story pretty well too, because every time we come to the lower side of this channel, we get a bounce, and we get a bounce here. So basically what's happening right here is what I think happened back here, where it's just a correction up in this downtrend, and I think the correction is going to reach possibly the $56 level, as long as we don't get rejected by the $53 resistance line or this level right here. We do have momentum to carry the price higher, and as long as it doesn't stall out and drop below the EMA, find resistance, and then continue lower, I'm still expecting prices to retrace higher. If I zoom out on the chart, you can see that I do have a target that's very low, and it is possible just because PENN was trading at a low level just a few years ago. So you can see that this would be the first leg down, and this would be the second leg down, and the second leg down is right around the $5 level. I know that's pretty low, but you can see how these measure moves work pretty well, because look at, there was the first leg up right here, then we had a little correction, and then the price action began the second leg, and right when we reached the second leg, we pretty much sold off. This was the top for PENN. It signaled the top and the end of the uptrend, and then we've been correcting ever since. So we had two legs up right here, and now we just had one leg, and now we're in the formation of the second leg. So this is a potential target. And just a few years ago, back here in 2020, the stock was trading at these low levels, so it's not like a complete shock, because this was just a huge pump, and now we're seeing a lot of profit taking and the reversal back down. So there's still a long way for it to drop, and there is a small possibility for the price to be in a reversal, because it does look like we just came back to test this previous breakout level, which was right at the $40 level. So we did come back to test that, which is good. That's a good sign. And we did get that bounce, but we are in a little uptrend, not as strong. You can see that this blue channel is much smaller than this yellow channel, so that's why I'm thinking that the downtrend still has power in this market. So I'm not going to rule it out. I think as of right now, it's safer to stick and believe that this is a correction up, just like what we had here or here. Let me go and erase the drawing so you can see clearer. So you can see that this move up that we're currently seeing, it's safer to assume it's just something like this or something like this, or even what we just had back here in December. So I think this is just a correction, and we're just going to see a little bit higher prices before seeing continuation with the trend. So let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. And here we have the weekly chart for PENN, and you can see in the past, most of the price bars were just moving sideways, and then eventually we did get a breakout side of the yellow range. Let me go and drag this across. So we were inside of it for a long time. We did get a little breakout side on the top side, which was just a failed breakout. It was just a trap to trap in all the shorts. And once we got a breakout side on the bottom side, because the market is symmetrical, if we do something on one side, usually we get it the same thing on the opposite side and about the same size. So this was close. We didn't get the same size, but at least we did get the breakout side on the lower side. And this was just a massive short trap, and that led to a massive rally for PENN. Eventually, the move up stalled. I'm surprised that we didn't get a retest of the previous high, because you can see this channel is working pretty good. So you can see this yellow channel is respecting prices pretty well, and we didn't get a retest of the highs. Usually when we get a break outside the channel, we usually run up to retest the highs, so we didn't do it. So there might be some subtle signs on why we did, like we had the measured move up, so that could be it right there, or possibly that maybe this was just a overshoot of the channel, and if we get an overshoot, normally we don't have to go up to retest the highs. So there's a couple signs that could make me think that this was just an overshoot and we don't have to get a retest of the highs. But anyway, we had an uptrend, and now we're just seeing the effects of the downtrend. We're just taking back what it gave. So right now, I'm going to read the drawings. Looks like we are sticking inside of this spiking channel. All these price bars are still inside of this green channel working lower. Let's go ahead and make it yellow to see more clearer. And we are just pulling back. Pullbacks are natural, and we are, looks like it's going to pull back to that EMA, like I said, to the $55, $56 level right here, just like we had over here, a pullback, or even a little one right here, another little one right here. So I'm not going to say this is the bottom. We did get a bounce at prior resistance, so that's a good retest, but that's just not enough to reverse the market in my eyes. I still think this lower price is coming because of the measured move that hasn't been reached, and also the trend that looks like it's still in control, and the EMA is acting as resistance. You can see that we have not even got above the EMA and stayed above it since March of, well, we did get above it right here and stayed above it. We did close for the week, but it was very short-lived. So pretty much since March of last year, we've been inside this downtrend, and the EMA is pointing down. But before, the EMA was acting as support. You can see that most of the price bars are above it. So that tells you something has changed in the market. The mood has changed of the market, and now it's in a downtrend mood. So I think we're just going to see a little correction before lower prices are coming. So that's all I have for PENN. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised on what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.